This is the winning entry, and it's titled "To a Turkish President." There was a young fellow from Ankara who was a terrific wankerer, till he sowed his wild oats with the help of a goat, but it didn't even stop to thank her.
And who's that by?
That is by former Mayor of London, Boris Johnson.
Out of the thousands of entries, what was it that you particularly liked about Boris's poem?
Well, other entrants may feel a little aggrieved about this. Firstly, for the point I made about the Ankara rhyme, which had been disbarred. Secondly, for the technical problem that some people will notice that oats and goat is generally unsatisfactory. It should either be the plural in both cases or in neither. I'm sure that Boris Johnson appreciates this, but nevertheless, I thought that the vim and the vigour of the entry was one thing. The other is that in awarding this prize to Boris Johnson, it's entirely anti-meritocratic. I should state that there were very, very many entries which were at least as fine. We had entries in heroic couplets. Some people sent in whole pages of Homeric odes to do with Erdogan's notorious untrustworthiness in the vicinity of a public zoo. But this one really caught me because it was by Boris Johnson, and I thought that it's a very important thing if you are going to insult President Erdogan. Not only that those of us asserting our right as citizens do this, but also that lawmakers do this. It seems to me the finest thing possible that in the United Kingdom, in Great Britain, in 2016, you can award a prize to a political leader for insulting the despot in Ankara, whilst in Germany in 2016, a political leader tries to slam people up in prison. So it's a moral point more than a poetic one, I think. That isn't to diss Boris's poetic skill.
And how do you think Erdogan's going to react to the news that Boris has penned this poem?
Well, you see, the normal response one should make to a poem you don't like about yourself is to write an equally rude poem back. So if I were President Erdogan of Turkey at this stage, I would be trying to think of rhymes for Johnson and fire a limerick straight back. To my mind, the most important thing of this whole... so far, we've had a lot of fun with this Erdogan insulting poetry competition because some really filthy-minded people have written in, and I'm very grateful to them. And it's been great fun, but there's also the very important point behind it, which is that we are free people, and we are able to say what we think about somebody like Erdogan, somebody who imprisons journalists in his own country, tries to lock them up in Germany, that we will maintain the right to continue to say what we think of him, that he will not be immune from criticism. And I would hope that if Erdogan has any sense, he would realise that his attempt to stifle any criticism or insult of himself worldwide has made him a worldwide laughingstock. I would hope he would further take the lesson that he should not try to clamp down on freedom of expression, not in Turkey and not across the rest of the world, that it's intolerable that he should do such a thing, that he should go back to his palace, he should mull on this, and he should realise that in actual fact, genuinely free societies allow people to say what they think, including things that are rude. And I would hope that President Erdogan considers this to be a very light spanking